and easy. In this tutorial, we are going to know about loops concept. Loops in C language. Generally, what is a loop? A loop is nothing but the ability to repeat an operation, and it is a basic structured programming concept so that every loop follows structure and syntax to accomplish a task. So friends, in this tutorial we are going to learn 4 topics. The first one is basic concepts of loops, and the second one pre-test and post-test loops, and third one loop initialization and updating, and last fourth one is types of loop. So friends, let us move on to the next topic, basic concepts of looping. The term looping describes the action is repeated over and over again. So friends, remember one thing, before writing any kind of looping programs, we should know when to start a loop and when to end a loop. And these 2 points are must to write any kind of loop. So why we need to write a looping concepts? Because we need to print any sequence or to print any pattern or to execute one action multiple times. There are many situations where we use looping concepts, but I described only 3. At the same time, we must also know when to end a loop. If we doesn't know when to end a loop, it goes into an infinite loop and it doesn't end forever. In computer terminology, if the program or loop does not terminate, then it is called as perpetual motion machine. So friends, we definitely don't want this to happen. We want our loop to end when work is done. We must have a condition that controls the loop. In other words, we must design the loop so that before or after each iteration, it checks to see if the task is done. If it is not done, the loop repeats one more time. If the task is done, the loop terminates. This test is known as loop control expression. Friends, let's move to another topic, pre-test and post-test. For looping concept, we must have a condition to get exact output, as we all know, and loop should terminate at some point when condition fails. This is also we know. But when to check the condition or control expression? So in programming languages, the language allows us to check the condition or control expression in 2 ways. That is pre-test and post-test loops. In pre-test loops, the condition is checked before we start and at the beginning of each iteration. That means the action will be performed if and only if the condition is tested under true. If it is true, then only the actions will be performed. If the condition is fails, then the loop will be terminated. For pre-test loops, examples are for loop and while loop. We will discuss these 2 loops in later. So coming to post-test loop. In post-test loop, we always execute the action first and then only we will check the condition. If the condition is true, then a new iteration will be start, or else the loop will be terminated. The example for the post-test is do-while loop. So we will discuss for loop, while loop, do-while under types of loop. Is loop initialization. Before a loop can start, some preparation is usually required. We call this preparation loop initialization. Initialization must be done before the first execution of the loop body. It sets the stage for the loop actions. So, for example, int I equal to 0. Here, variable I is initialized to 0. If this initialization done in loop body, then that is called loop initialization, and the loop initialization is must and it will be done in all kinds of loops. The next topic is loop update. For each and every iteration, we should update the loop. For example, in the loop initialization concept, we have initialized the variable I is equals to 0. So after condition checks, then it will if the condition is true, then it will execute the actions, and after actions are executed, then the loop should be updated. That means I variable should be updated so that we can check for the next value of I. That means we check the condition for next value of I. This is for example. So the updation can be done in various methods, like for example, for variable I, increment of I and decrement of I, incrementation of I and decrementation of I. These are the two examples to update the loop. Let us move to the last topic, types of loops. There are three types of loops. The first one is for loop, the second one is while loop, and the third one is do while loop. So let us discuss for loop now. For loop is a pretest loop. That means here conditions are checked first and then actions will be executed. So syntax for loop is for open braces expression 1 semicolon expression 2 semicolon expression 3. Here expression 1 indicates loop initialization. As we all discussed in the previous concept, what is loop initialization is. So expression 1 indicates loop initialization, whereas expression 2 is for condition. We write condition in place of expression 2. And expression 3 indicates loop update. We will update the loop in expression 3. So after first statement, there will be a open and closed flower brackets. In between open and closed flower brackets, we write the actual code. What we should perform is described in between the flower brackets. So here see action 1, action 2 and so on action n. These are the statements which we have to perform. Discuss the example for loop. The problem statement given here is to print first 10 integers using for loop. So before we start any kind of program, we should analyze what is the input and what is the output. In this problem, the input is we should read the limit. That means up to what integers we should run the program. Here they given that print first 10 integers. So here 10 indicates the limit. That means 10 is the condition. We should print up to 10 integers only. After that we shouldn't print. Okay. Then what will be the output? Output will be the first 10 integers. That means 1, 2, 3, so on up to 10. So let us discuss for the above problem statement. So ash include stdio.h is the header file, and the next void main is a user defined function. In that function we should write the statements that are going to be executed. So int limit, we declare a variable limit. That limit is a type, integer type, and we should read the variable limit by using printf and scanf. After that we have to write the code. That means for int I equal to 1. Here int I equal to 1 is a initialization. That means loop initialization. And semicolon I less than or equal to limit. Here I less than or equal to limit is the condition. That means I should be run for 1 to 10. If the limit is 10, the I should be run for 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 10. I should not be greater than limit. If I is greater than limit, it should come out from the for loop. So that will be the condition. I less than or equal to limit is the condition for the for loop, And I plus plus is loop updation. We should update I value. That means we should increment I value. For every iteration, I should be incremented. Then printf /t. /t indicates tab space, and %d. %d is the format specifier of integer variable, integer value. And /n. That means the output will be print the next line, and we should print I means for suppose here I equal to 1, so the I is 1 is less than or equal to limit. For suppose limit is 10, 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, the condition is true. Then it goes into the for loop, and there it will see what is there in the for loop. Printf I. So it prints I. What is the I value here? I equal to 1. It prints 1. After that, I plus plus will be incremented. That means first condition is checked and then actions are performed. After action is performed, then only the first we should initialize the for loop, and then the condition is performed. That means the condition is checked, and then the action, if the condition is true, then action will be performed. That means printf will be performed, and after that I will be incremented. That means loop will be updated. So this is the for loop. After, if I reaches to 11, then it checks the condition I less than or equal to limit. So it obviously false. Then it will come out from the for loop, and main method will also closed. So this is the code for the above problem statement. The output for the above problem statement is enter the limit. The limit we have chosen is 10, and the first 10 integers are printed. So this will be the output. Plus will be incremented.